Welcome back to some Windrose. Today, I think we could take on Thomas Richards. That'll be at this island here. So we need to hop on the ship and we need to head south. And we are going to be taking on the first boss of this game. So let's give that a shot here. We'll head to the south. We'll hit up that island. And then we'll take on Thomas Richards. So we are playing on normal difficulty. He will be difficult to take on. So we'll just have to take it one step at a time, and we'll kind of just have to figure out the best way to defeat this guy. I did not bring a fast travel bell because there's actually a fast travel point at this location we're going to. We just have to defeat a few guys to get in there, but once we do, it's a free fast travel point. It's pretty nice. So yeah, I'll show you all that when we get there. We just need to get to the island, which is actually directly in front of us. You can see that. And we have a couple ships over there. We got an island over there too that I have not explored, so we'll have to check out that island when we get a chance. Maybe in the next episode. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But for now, we're going to take on Thomas Richards. And there we go. We are approaching land. We might as well just pull up onto shore. And then run to our destination. We'll just take on Thomas Richards right away. You might as well. And we can explore everything later because we want to get the fast travel point. If we end up dying, that would be pretty unfortunate. And if we didn't have the fast travel point. So let's get in there. We'll probably head into this bay right here. Just to make our lives easier. And we can pull up along shore here. Alright, that should be close enough. Alrighty. So, Thomas Richards is here. There's a few things we can explore, which we'll take care of later. But for now, we'll just go straight to Thomas Richards. We do have the 4 black marks, so that is here. We did that in the last episode, so if you are curious how we get in, make sure you check out the last episode as well, because that is the first step of this mission, and you can see how much I struggled with that part as well. So we'll see how we do here. We have the... You probably won't have this weapon, because this is very rare to get, but it's the Rapier of 1,000 cuts, and it does a bleeding effect. This will probably make my fight a lot easier versus you using whatever weapon you're comfortable with. So yeah, make sure you use a weapon you're comfortable with, because if you're not comfortable with it, you're gonna have a tough time trying to fight him. So I'm pretty comfortable with the Rapier of 1,000 cuts, and the bleed effect will do me good. We're gonna eat some food here because there are some enemies on the outside here. But this is what we're looking for. And then we just get in view and they get mad. There they are. And we stack some bleeding. And he'll just bleed out over time. We got 5 stacks of bleeding on him. Watch him bleed out. Yeah, that's why Thomas Richards is going to be really easy for me. Is that the only guy here? Usually there's like 3, but there was only 1 for me. I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that. Okay. If you need some gunpowder, there is gunpowder around here. So you can definitely have your weapon ready. Okay, in here is the fast travel point. So say undead again, stinks like them. Hey, if not one of them, show your black marks or piss off. Well, I'll show the black marks. Could have just said you were one of us, standing there silent like a corpse. Go on, get in. And there we go. Time to get in. And there's the fast travel point. And then there's 2 guys in here that you'll have to fight to get into the battle. Alright, there we go. So let's just get the bleed effect going. Ooh, baby. Okay, you're gonna die. Come on, man. There we go. Alright, we're gonna bandage up because we're gonna need it. Alright, so in here is Thomas Richards. We are gonna see what happens. We've infiltrated, and it's basically gonna complete 2 missions. So, wooden gates block the way deeper into the cave. Heavy footsteps sound on the other side. Let's open the gate and make sure we are ready. There he is.
You're my new punching bag.
Oh, he dodged me, you jerk. Alright, so he's got some attacks that you gotta try to avoid. He does a lot of wide-ranging attacks like that. So, okay, so the bombs you just want to get away from. Those are dangerous. He can dodge your attacks too, so be careful. But make sure you never run out of stamina. That is the big key. I almost ran out there, so. Oh, that's the grab attack. If he grabs you, he slams you on the ground. It's very, very dangerous. Ooh. Oofda. But that bleed effect is taking him out. Alright, the bombs. He might do a 3rd attack sometimes, so you gotta be careful. That's 1, that's 2, not a 3rd one. Alright. Oh, he tried to grab me. Nope, that's the 3. You can kind of tell. Oh no, oh no, 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 no! Okay, whew. Alright, we're good. I'm just trying to keep that bleed up effect on him. But really, the whole point of this fight is to be patient and just kind of do 1 or 2 quick strikes on him. Oh! Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're just gonna drop a health potion just to get ourselves back up to full health. He's doing the grab attack.
Eat this!
Oh boy. Okay, we gotta get our bleeding back up on him. Okay, but patience is key for this battle. But we're about to defeat him. There's a triple. And he's dead. So, that was only easy for me because of this Rapier of 1,000 Cuts. That bleeding effect did a lot of damage for me. If you're battling him with something else, it's going to take a lot longer. But basically, you just need to be patient. That's really the reality of it. But it went so fast for me because of the Rapier of 1,000 Cuts. If you do have it, and you're comfortable using it, definitely use it. Because you saw how quick that was. But there we go. Threat eliminated. And now we have foothills to explore. Unlock crafting of level 6+ items. Wow, that's great. We can do jewelry. We can get coffee bean to make coffee. We can get nuts. Or we've discovered nuts before, so yeah, I guess that's fine. So here's the foothills stuff. We can get these resources up here. There's a bunch to discover. We'll figure that out later. But basically, now we have to talk to Dr. Galen, and we can finish exploring this cave. Don't leave this cave yet, because there's still 4 treasure chests to find, and the side mission, the bitter pill, is in here as well. So we got a few chests to check out. So that gives us a treasure map. This one gives us a razor. And then this one over here gives us Francis Arnaud's letter, which is the bitter pill. We can get some veteran insignias. That's good. That's really good. That's good to trade in. And then over here we got an old salt insignia. Filibuster gloves, which we could do. Doesn't really matter. But we do have them now, I guess. So that doesn't really matter. But here is the letter. The crates of powder should have already reached Monsieur's hands. Camp in the foothills. I am including with this letter a map indicating the most likely route of the vessel carrying the artifact. So basically that's the guy that basically betrayed us. And then this is basically saying that Thomas Richards does not have the artifact. So we're just screwed. So yeah, we got to talk to Dr. Galen twice about this stuff. But this is complete now. And we can leave. We can leave the cave. We have a fast travel to this island that's completely free. Wasn't too bad though, right? It might be worse for you just because I had the 1,000 cuts weapon. And it absolutely obliterated Thomas Richards, so who knows? Who knows how your fight's gonna go with him. But we're gonna explore the rest of this here because it's just might as well. We're here already. Let's just take it on. We'll head south first. And hopefully we don't run out of space in inventory, but we likely will. So this first question mark here is just a mine, which is fine. We have one down to the southeast. I won't worry about those flowers at the moment. I will need them later. I'll come back and explore this island. Wait, was it up that southeast? Yeah, it was. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'll come back and collect a bunch of stuff when I do resource collection. Especially when it comes to leather, because leather is critically important. There's a couple boars over there. Alright, there's the question mark we're looking for. Let's see what we get over here. Alright, it's a camp. What kind of camp? Is it the one that's underground? It is. Alright. So I always break this, and then I go in. I don't know what we're... Okay, swollen drowned. Whatever. Not a big deal. We definitely want to take him out before he starts vomiting. There he goes. And then our chest is right there. Contraband. Alright. Just some more experience. It's always good to get more experience. Doesn't look like we have anything else over here, so we'll head back up north. And we are running out of daylight, so we'll try to take care of this quickly. So let's head back up north. Kind of along the beach here. And then maybe to finish out the episode... Oh, jeez. That fight only took 10 minutes, by the way. Getting there and doing the fight took 10 minutes. That's crazy. I probably don't even need to cut. Because it literally only took 10 minutes. Oh, man. That's crazy. I didn't expect it to go that quick. This fight has lasted me half an hour by itself before. So don't be surprised if it lasts you half an hour. Because it might. It might last you half an hour. And I only had to use one potion. Which is crazy. Alright. Ouch. Ooh. Good hit. But too bad you're dead. Alrighty. That was easy. And the chest here is privateered boots. And some more gunpowder. That's all it is. Oh, look, more gunpowder. There we go. Alright, 2 more question marks directly north and a little to the west. Let's just go check them out. We're already here. Let's just check them out. Alright, so that is... That's a ruins. There's 4. Okay. What to expect in here? Okay, so it doesn't... We might not have to go underground. We might have to. I don't know. Alright, the undead. Nope. Don't eat my brains. Alright, we attracted another one. Ouch. You jerk. Why? That jump attack is lethal! Jeez, man! And you're dead. Okay, yeah, that jump attack is lethal. Do we have any more undead around here that want my brains? Yes, we do. Oh my gosh. Yes, we do. Lethal jump attack. Ouch. Oh my gosh, the jump attack. Nope, 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 nope. I refuse. You will not eat my brains. And you're dead. And you're dead. The bleeding is so good. It is so good. Once you find this weapon, you might like it yourself. Who knows? Alright, so we got ancient chest here with gold ingots. Look at that. Gold, gold, gold. And then we have something in here. Healing herbs, alright. That's 2 of 4. Oh, there is a downstairs. Okay. We'll have to go take on the downstairs. Did we miss any chests? I feel like I missed something. Let's look around. No, I think that was what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Okay, looks like we're going downstairs. Let's go into the cellar. Alright, we got 2 directions here. Let's be careful which way we go. This one looks like it's more critical that we take on right away. No. No, 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 no! Switch. Ow. Get out of here. Alright, he's dead. And you're dead. Love that. Oh, okay, we have no space. What is this? Healing herbs? Alright. We have no space for this. What don't we need? I can always make pivoted boots elsewhere. I don't care about the razor. I could always make it. Don't care about the rum bottle. And I don't care about the plant fiber. Perfect. Looks like we need to eat. Alright. We'll bandage up just to get full health. Okay, let's take on... Oh, it's an armored. The armored guy's a jerk. Ooh, he puked. Alright, the bleeding effect on the armored guy. Oh, you did a triple, you jerk. Ouch. Yeah, you're gonna bleed out now. Good. And just die. Thank you. Okay. That's complete. We get clay lamps. Cool. Oh, we also have a fourth map. Blackbeard's fourth map. Alright, let's head out of here. Just one more location to go. And that is to the west. What are we looking at over here? We're looking at a boar. Oh, another one of these. Okay. That's great. I need to get some stuff on my ship, so I actually have space. So we'll just drop the ship over here on the coast. And we should be close enough, I think. Yes. Alright, we'll dump some stuff on here. Oh, I wanted that food. Cool. Alright. Cleaned out the inventory. We're good to go. Now let's take on this ruins that has a bunch of boars at it. We have 6 minutes left of our camp boost. Ooh, we got charging boar. Alright, let's start stacking a bleeding effect. Haha! Ouch! He's dead. And you're dead. Let's get this guy. You're gonna be dead. Alright, any other boars? We'll go around the perimeter first so nothing surprise attacks us inside. Oh yeah. Ouch! He just died over there. Oh, that's funny. I always find that so comical when they just die. Alright, now we should be able to take on the interior boar. He's a little bit tougher because he's got 2 stars, whatever that means. He wasn't that tough. And now we can get the rest of this. Healing potions, healing herbs, alright. More healing herbs. Some more stuff to sell. And looks like in here. Woven armchairs, alright. That looks good. Okay, that is it for this island. Yeah, that's it. So we could head back home. We can complete the quest line here. And then we can probably go treasure hunting with these Blackbeard Cruise maps. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, let's go home. Let's finish up the missions here. The one mission and then continue the second one. We'll get there. Wasn't too bad. We just spent 25 minutes traveling to the island, completing Thomas Richard, and defeating the rest of the island. I might not even need to make a cut here. Alright. Let's go talk to Dr. Galen. We have inventory space in case he gives us something. Richard won't be bothering us anymore. Israel Hands took the artifact from him. Bad news. Hands is a particularly vile character and Blackbeard's closest lieutenant. Those two have terrorized Tortuga, but the Brethren of the Coast once kept them on a leash. While in captivity, I heard that Mr. Hands had sent his goons to search the ruins in the foothills. I spoke to our lad. Someone saw a map with the pirate camps marked on it. We can start there. And then... You were right, Richard had a letter from a man. Impossible, not Francois. Everyone can make a mistake. Let me tell you a story, Captain. During Queen Anne's War, I had the good fortune to be taken prisoner by the Spaniards. The noble dons threw me, a British military doctor, into a cell with 2 Frenchmen. The prison guards wanted to see us kill each other, but instead of a cracked skull, I got a great game of whist, a sip of wine, and 2 friends. Despite my pitiful French, we made plans to escape. I managed to induce vomiting and ruin the guard's uniform during the evening rounds. The moment the enraged guards burst in, Jean Paul and Francois sent them to their graves with 2 short blades they'd managed to hide during the search. We tried to act quietly, but someone raised the alarm. We must have fought a dozen guards in the narrow corridors of the fortress. My swordplay left much to be desired. I'd have been among the corpses if Jean Paul and Francois hadn't parried the Spanish blades meant for me. All while risking their own necks. I was slowing them down. They could have left me there. God, they should have left me there, and yet they didn't. With you as I basically said I hope we get out of our own mess. With you as captain, our chances aren't so bad. At that time, the war was still going on, and we were on opposite sides of the barricades. They served in the French Navy while I was still considered a British officer. No matter what, they didn't leave me behind. You never forget something like that. The letter may be a forgery intended to frame Francois. It mentioned gunpowder deliveries. If Francois is indeed a traitor, we may find evidence once we check the crates. And then I'm going to ask if he has anything, because it gives you healing potions, minor healing potions. So there we go. That's basically the gist of this. Revenge is best served cold is complete. Now it is needle in a haystack, and it's recommended your character level be level 8. We are level 6. So you know what that means? We actually need to do more discovering of places. So all of our stuff is over here. We're probably going to avoid this because there's still a couple more islands we can check out. Like there's one right here that we could check out. We could go get all of these treasure maps here. We could take on, well, Catastrophe's Aftermath. Is that that's a level 7. So we could actually probably do this. So yeah, we might work on this. Maybe. But yeah, this is, I might just leave this video at 27 minutes. That could be good. And then maybe the next episode we can work on a bunch of side quest stuff. That might be good. So maybe we'll go sell everything and see where we're at monetarily. Let's take a look here. We'll dump all of our stuff out. Actually, we'll take the gold out. That's fine. Let's dump some of this stuff. Grab more of this stuff. What do we have that we don't need to carry? The gloves. And the food, I guess. Because I want to carry all of this. And what we'll do is we'll start selling some of this stuff. So do we have anything to go to the Buccaneers? Yes, we do. Let's go to the Buccaneers. We'll do it at night. That's fine. So the Buccaneers are right here. Here for me. There'll be somewhere else for you. And let's go sell some stuff.
Let's wear you home.
Oh, I don't have enough room in the backpack.
Boars don't like
of course
to
I
wander
don't.
alone.
That's fine. We will dump that in there for now. We'll dump that in there for now. We'll grab our money so we have somewhere to stack it. We can sell the munitions for 100 piastra. And that's all we can sell here. Next up, we'll go down to... Suppose we'll go to the smugglers, because we can actually start that smuggler mission as well. We can do a 2-for-1 here.
Don't ask unnecessary questions. Unless you know.
So, yeah, we can talk to Marita Suarez,
No
but let's
questions asked.
sell some of this stuff. So 150 for contraband, 250 for luxuries, not very many for bone beads, definitely not very many for wooden talismans, not very many for clay vases. But the ancient incense burner will get 5 guinea. We'll get 2 guinea for the ancient chalice and 2 guinea for the pot with golden horns. Pretty good haul there.
Stupid old man
We're sitting
never
good in
listens
money.
to me.
Alright, we'll talk to
Everything has a
her.
price.
Longben wants to know why the deliveries are late. We're seeing Blackbeard scum in every harbor, even the Walking Dead, and that old fool's worried about his bottles. If you can, find out where my ship disappeared to. It might have been attacked by pirates, and I wouldn't be surprised if those idiotas drank themselves blind and ran aground. I'll skin those bastardos alive if I find out they dumped the cargo and ran off like cowards. Oh, we got a new level right there. Just by talking to her. Because I guess that was one step in the mission. Which is cool. Now we're level 7. So we just gotta find the missing ship, which is also out here in the foothills area. So this is all the foothills area. We could tell because Needle in the Haystack is out here, and that is definitely a foothills area. So we're gonna avoid that for the time being. We still got some things to do over here before I feel comfortable going to the foothills. But we'll definitely go to the foothills soon. But I'm not quite comfortable with it yet. Last place we want to go is Brethren of the Coast. Sell some stuff there.
Careful out there. The sea's rough these days.
Yes, I know the sea's rough these days. Thank you for reminding me. So, alright. Let's go. Oh, what am I doing? The buyer is down here.
We don't waste
Let's
the
just sell our
crate.
1 provisions, and that should be everything we need to sell. We have a bunch of things we can do to get some reputation. So let's go over to Tortuga and take care of that. Alright. Here we are at Tortuga. Now we want to double check where we're at with everything. So we don't have any reputation with these guys. Not really worth doing any reputation with these guys yet. We don't have any iron, which we have to get in the foothills. We're not quite ready to get there. This guy, we actually have level 3 reputation. We don't really care about level 4, so we're not going to work on this anymore, but we could get better armor for the ship. We'll worry about that later. And then over here, we have level 2. And if we were looking to get better guns, we would want to level this up even further, but we don't really care all that much. And this guy, we're at level 1. Which, if we want some building stuff, we might want to work on this guy. But maybe we get this up to level 3, so if we can do any 24-pounder guns, we'll have that ready. And that would be a nice decoration as well. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll get this to level 3, and then we'll dump the rest. We'll dump some into there, and then some into that one, just to get them started.
Buccaneers respect deeds.
So let's
not words.
see. Let's just start with the letter of favors. Old salt insignia. Wow, that's crazy. And then we'll just dump some more to get you up to level 3. There you are, level 3. And then here, we'll probably have to dump everything in here, and we still didn't get to level 2, so not a big deal. We'll get more as time goes on. There's nothing we want to buy at the moment, but maybe soon. Okay, so that's really all there is for selling. Let's head back to our main camp, and we'll dump some stuff off. I wanted to dump off the gold. Where did I put my silver? Right there. I'll dump the gold in there as well. Gotta call our ship. And we'll dump that off in there and grab those again. Alright. That's really all we have for this episode. We can progress a little further. So, we put a bunch in vitality, a bunch in endurance. That's been helping us a ton. Now it's probably the time to start looking at what we need to start boosting our stats in our weapons. So the Rapier of 1,000 cuts is the eyeball, and the pistol is also the eyeball, which actually kind of helps quite a bit, and the eyeball is precision, so I might dump all 3 in precision. Different weapons will require different things. I can show you. So for example, the club that we were using requires strength. You might want to dump some into strength if you got the club. Or the two-handed sword requires, what is that, agility? You might want to dump some into that. So it depends on what your build is. You just gotta figure out what your build is here. So I figured out what this retribution is. It is when you take damage, your health like does a little gray thing, and the more damage you do while that is there, you have a chance of turning that into actual health. So it kind of keeps you alive a little bit longer, and you kind of want to stack that with you will answer for this, so that increases temporal health gain when taking damage. And then you also want to stack that with a you want to get 7 of these Tumbaga ingots, the Booga Booga ingots. And what you can do with that is you can, oh, it's in the weapons bin. You can ascend it. And when you ascend it, it actually gives bleed damage dealt while holding this weapon, restores temporal health. So stacking temporal, like stacking this bleed damage, restoring temporal health with your attacks are 100% more effective in converting temporal health into health, with you will answer for this, increasing temporal health gain. I'm fairly certain we'll be unbeatable if we don't, as long as we just land some hits. I'm fairly certain that's what's going to happen if we can do that. We'll see what happens, but yeah, that is basically the end of this episode. In the next one, we're going to do some side missions. We're going to find all of these, and then we're going to take on Catastrophe's Aftermath. There's also an island right here that I want to explore, because there's probably some good stuff on here. I know there's some other side quests. We can also check out this island. I don't think this is really anything. It might just be a mine. I think that's all that is. But yeah, we basically want to do some exploration and making sure we have everything done before we move on to the foothills, because the foothills is a challenge. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. I want to give a big shout out to all of the channel members. I have 2 tiers. I have the Gems and Fans, which is 99 cents per month, and I have the Gems and Super Fans, which is $2.99 per month. Thank you again to the channel members. I really, really do appreciate it.